The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
Now. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is that for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to Biafra, consecrated nation, O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending peace shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build a glorious song, a victory we scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
This is my song for freedom. They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for still God damn is always with me. Yeah, He's always with me. And the sun will rise, my brothers will be coming home. Yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late to join me. Let us get it now, now. Oh, happiness, we all rejoice, 'cause we are, yes, we are the children of God. I am talking about a holy land, yeah, where God will always reign, and the sun will shine again. So we the people rejoice, yeah, where no one will tell me, yeah, that my song is suicidal, that I will lose my life for singing songs, where there is freedom of speech. Mr. Mepho will remind us, yeah, that we are children of the Most High God. In Jerusalem we meet again, yeah, 'cause we are, yes, we are the children of God. Believe that. Holy, Nambekano is another savior. Holy, Nambekano is another savior. Biafra, baby, it is a child. The sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. Yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. The sun will rise. Made it through the sun to home. Gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. Happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. And of course, this is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. And Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Maze Uche Okafo Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State is Biafra land. Maze Uche Okafo Mefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word I do not expect everybody to understand the mindset behind it. But one day you shall. He is, of course, standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader. His name is Mazenande Okukano. Mazenande Okukano is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Omuahia. Omuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. Mazenande Kano remains the one and the only man who stood up for over 60 years to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people, and we give it to him. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television, the leader of IPOB. I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is an Anyoma kingdom. Anyoma is in Delta State. And Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, like every other genuine Biafrans across the globe, from Igede to Igala, to Iyala, to Idoma, Ogoni to Andone, from Efik to Enan to Ibibio to Eka, all the way down to Kalabare, Wakereke, to the Evo Kingdom, straight to Impie, Patani, Atueke, Urobo, Ishekiri, Abraka, Oli, Okwane, Obiaroko, down to Abavo, Alehame, Ewake, Ewoto, Ewuru, Ekmo, all the way to Onitsha, Obosi, Oka, Okozo, Okeja. We move all down to Enugu. all the way down to the kingdom of Enza people. Of course, we cannot move without talking about Mbanombi Mbituru Amando Bankwiri Olo. We go nowhere till we recognize everyone from Mongwa to Arochukwu, Tomu Dike, and of course, Biafrans know themselves. No amount of persuasion will change our heart. We all know this truth that is embedded in our heart. And so even when we are dead, our DNA will still profess who we are. And that is Biafra. And so this morning with one voice, we acknowledge Elohim. For he alone is our God and our watch. He alone is our God, a matter both great and small. He alone is our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He alone is the lifting up of our head. He alone is the reason the enemies of our people, mortal enemy, I must tell you, has not been able to overrun us. And that is why every day, as far as we know, the sun will rise from Biafra land. And every day, as far as we know, nobody can kill God. And every day, as far as we understand that there is a God who sits above the heavens of heaven and he presides over the affair of man, what exactly can we boast of? All glory must be to our God, for he is worthy of our praise. No man on earth should give glory to himself. All the glory must be to our God. All the glory must be to our God, for he is worthy of our praise. No man on earth should give glory to himself. All the glory must be to our God. Yahaji jaja yamao makanejoku nobo somai ehonanya yanen mage ubiomaya o juru anyanya dadio inwe gembangwe o di onye dekage ebo afano mega anyenine na sena nedema. Easy. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we go to our topic this morning, which is simply titled The 9 Abominations of Nigeria that must not replicate itself in Biafra land. 9 abominations of Nigeria that must not be allowed to replicate itself in Biafra land. One thing we must understand about life is that number one, respect is earned. You don't buy respect with money. You earn it. And you earn respect with principle that sets one above the other. Let me come back. You can't be very rich. You dash people money. And then one day they respect you because you dash them money. But a day will come, you will do something to them and they will look at you in the face and say, waiting they worry yourself. Now because say you did dash me money, that very day you will understand that before them from inception, they don't respect you. You don't deserve their respect. But there are people who don't have money to give. Yet when they have dealing with the same people, and they say to them, Oga, if no be say I dey respect you, If no be say I dey respect you, I know wetin I for do you. But believe me, the last man earned that respect. And not until we equip our mind to earn this respect, no matter how much we may shine among the stars, people will only tell you the reason why they respect you. Respect is a life built of principle. Principle that makes one to philosophically stand out, to be just, to be fair, to be transparent, and of course, anchoring a lifestyle that define and fight for the best of all of us. Each time I sit back and I reflect on Nigeria, a supposedly mighty nation, supposedly giant of Africa, and I see how much all of them has fallen. Believe me, they can never rise again. The rest assured, this gospel has not gotten deep to our people. They must know the truth. And believe me, once everybody are ready to be sincere to themselves, telling themselves the truth without compromising, trying to sound politically correct, trying to behave, men will say you are good. Have you forgotten nobody is good but God? Not until we get there. And when we get to that point, every man, child, every woman, child, trapped in this prison called Nigeria will all rise. Nigeria herself will use her hands to initiate a state of anarchy. And this country you know today will be a history. They fear that that day will not come. They do not want that day to come. They work very hard at it. And then there are men like me and you who are listening this morning. And we can all agree that Nigeria is abomination. And somebody can come up tomorrow and say, oh, you are blackmailing Nigeria. I am more Nigerian than all of you, and I am more Biafran than all of you. At least we played our role. I have won Olympic, did I say Olympic? All African Games gold medal for Nigeria. Not in one sport. I represented Bender State in wrestling. I represented Bender State in hockey. I represented Bender State in judoka, in a role I stand to give Nigerian glory they don't deserve. And I wonder how many of you has won medal for Nigeria. All of you, most of you have stolen from her. The best of my youth. Of course, I'm still a youth anyway. And I tell you today, we stand before you to denounce that same Nigeria. It is not a way to blackmail Nigeria. It is a way to tell you that she has become an abomination. So many of them, which we are going to look at this morning. Maybe about 9 of them, if time permits. But before then, every one of us must prepare our heart not to go back to Nigeria, inside Biafra. It is all over everywhere. And not until we are mature in reasoning and in thinking, we will not be able to escape the trap they set for us. If you are listening to Radio Biafra and you allow anybody to brainwash you, that is your own level of stupidity. We make debate here, and at the end we want to come out with more superior argument. And even in the midst of succession with this superior argument, the truth is clearing before everybody that you should not allow them to deceive you. African youth has been a prey, victim of circumstance, victimized by this very system that is supposedly meant to defend them. I do not speak to all of them this morning, but I speak to Biafran first of all. And then you are a hypocrite. That is when the Bible says you have to remove the mote in your eye so you can see clearly, to remove the log of wood in your own eyes. You are carrying a log of wood in your eye and you are seeing the mote in another person's eye. Things don't work like that. The psalm, oh, let Biafra come. Oh, it's now. We need it now. You don't know what you're asking for. Because there are foundations that need to be laid. There are principles that need to be installed. There are ideas that need to be sold out. And not until all these ones is done, we may, in this same very system, begin to manifest these abominations. And so, like I said, our topic is simple: 9 abominations of Nigeria that must not replicate itself in Biafra land. As we continue to sojourn, those who lead us must make sure that character is not formed in us as a people of Biafra. Believe me, you will wish in the end that Nigeria never come. We saw yesterday. We saw how it's going to end. The only thing we can do is to guide the people. That when we get to that junction, that mountain of decision, we will know when it is time to choose the valley and avoid the hills. And maybe when to climb the hill and avoid the mountains. Number 1, the game of indictment as a tool for victimization. One of the abominations of Nigeria is the game they play. They play game. Nigerian leaders and Nigerian handlers are playing game with all of us. There is something known as the game of indictment. One of my cousins worked with the SPDC. He is an accountant general for the South region of SPDC, Shell. And when he was employed, then, he's a man that has suffered greatly. But of course, he was employed because of maybe where he comes from. But above all, he was outstanding when you talk about chartered accountant that Nigerian has. And so when he was employed as a man who has suffered, his first year in office after his employment was confirmed, then they gave him 2 million. They asked him to change his wardrobe with the 2 million. They gave him a vehicle allowance, so many allowance. And then he called me and said, look at the money they paid into my account. And we were laughing. He said, what kind of cloth am I going to buy with 2 million naira? And as a poor man that he was then, he said, my brother, I don't know what to do. I said, I do know what you will do. Now, understand, first of all, this money is to indict you. There is no evidence that they are giving you this money, but yet they gave it to you. I say, understand, this is the seed of indictment. But this is what you do. Do not use the money to buy clothes. Moreover, he didn't have that plan. I say, buy a plot of land, which I help him to procure. Then 560,000. Make a plan for building. And then he made a plan for duplex. As we speak today, he lives in that duplex. In Port Harcourt alone, he has over 40-story building in different locations. But that very one meant for a portfolio wardrobe allowance is the one he's living. And then as he continued, the game of blackmail started in SPDC. The only reason why they were not able to remove him is because the Shell was overloading him. If I mention the people who are running Shell and overusing him, you will, he's cursing people. But don't worry, that thing you are running for will catch up with you if you don't repent. And so he is auditor for almost 4 states. They drive in like a cattle. And then finally, when he start having problem with SPDC, problem of blackmail, oh, you steal money, oh, you didn't do this, oh, you do that, they will even print fake receipt and put it in his office in Shell. And one day something happened. As an auditor, he was in charge of big money, huge money. They raised when Shell was actually organizing a particular program. They do it annually. So they printed fake receipt ticket they were giving to visitors and pour it in his office. And immediately the program was rounding up. Shell police clamped on him and said, you stole money. You have been printing fake receipt. And believe me, I swear to the Almighty God, I have seen righteous men on earth here. He is one of them. If God called me and say, call righteous men on earth, that man I'm talking about is one of them. I have two of them in my family anyway. And then at the end of the day, the security in Shell came to arrest him. They saw the receipt. And as they were searching his drawers, one of the Onyibe man that led the arrest saw something. They saw something, two things. One of them, they saw something in his computer because they have to run intel on his computer. And then the Onyibe man that came to arrest him discovered that my uncle had been tracing all the money they are stealing in the name of Shell from Nigeria here and sending it across the globe. My brother has always told me that billions of naira misses every day from Shell account. He said, but what is amazing is all of a sudden you see the money enter this account, enter the next account, from another account, from another account. Finally, the money disappeared without trace. He said, over a year now, I have been struggling to uncover the mystery of how this fund is transformed. And then the Onyibe man saw that, yes, this guy, his hand is not involved. He will not be taking time to trace this missing fund for SPDC. And then the next thing they did was, we can see now, the Onyibe man asked them to leave him. They interrogated him. At the end of the day, they saw he was innocent. He threatened the system because he knew he was being set up. He knew he didn't print receipt. He wanted to go to the bottom of who made that receipt. And they called him and told him, is it because we leave you, you want to show Van Damme? How can you tell us how you got this 2 million, how you got this money, how you got that money? And people who know how the system functions, they told him, if you push this thing, they will indict you. You will spend the rest of your life defending how you got those millions. This is what they do to our politicians. The day you vote them into office, they go to Abuja and collect their own envelope. The day you vote them into office, they go and collect their money. They indict you. Some of you, even right here in this struggle, you have been indicted. You are slave. Some of you are even hired to think you should be ashamed of yourself this morning. You know the truth. You cannot say the truth because you have indicted yourself. We are slave to no man. We are slave to no man. This is what Biafra should be. By the grace of the Almighty Creator, I remain to be one of the longest serving principal officer in IPOB. Understand, it's not my father's property. And I am not here because I'm an idiot. I am here because I contribute positively to the system. Not better than you anyway, but I'm not yet found wanting in my jurisdiction. That is why even though millions of people who have been paid to sabotage me, Judge Onyibe, I mock at them because even in 100 lifetime, our hands are clean. Onyibe chief money, Onyibe do this one. You are a hired Otimpu, and that is who you are. The day you will speak up for your right, those who pay you will expose you. Little wonder those people who are coming to attack our leader don't go far, most of them. Because they have soiled their hand and torn. We leave our footprint behind anywhere we go. Footprint of excellent reputation and sentimentally regard. Footprint that will muscle everybody to moot. Don't let anybody indict you. Nigerians are masters of this game. They cannot replicate themselves in Biafra land. Will you talk about ancient philosophers? Will you talk about what they call pioneers of civilization? What makes them outstanding among others is the ability to decide, to debate their constitution, to debate their religion, to debate their economic strategies, military strategies among all. And of course, in the end, superior argument wins the day. That is what they call civilization. That is why most of you who are in Europe, you can be black American or born in anywhere. If you are not Oyibo man, of course, when I mean Oyibo, I mean Malaysia, Indonesia, Europe, American, Asian, all of them are Oyibo as far as we are concerned as a black. You can never report Oyibo man to another Oyibo man and expect them to listen to you. You can't. You walk with a Igbo man, another Igbo man punish you, and you go and tell another Igbo man to kill another Igbo man. They won't even listen to you. You can be making your report, but be rest assured it falls on deaf ear. These people have conscience. These people are emotional, but these people understand that as a matter of national security, every other person's agenda must come after that of the nation. That is why when you see American politicians, if they want to deceive American citizens, they will say, oh, for the love of America, I do this, for the love of... Not all of them love America, but they know that the most important thing is that whatever you must do it putting the interest of the American first. American first. I've not been to any country outside Cotonou, and it is motorcycle, keke na pep. I used to go to my location. But that having been said, I had no intention of even going anywhere. We are here in Biafra land, born, raised, buttered in Biafra land, and I tell you we go nowhere. But what am I saying in effect? From every move they make, it becomes an epistle to their life. And those who had this gift and insight can read every other person. Honestly. But what am I trying to say in effect? They made sure they don't allow anybody to indict them. Indictment can come in form of giving you money. We talk about the issue of Olisemetu. Olisemetu today cannot come out openly and said that I didn't steal the money. I stole it from another idiot. And that idiot gave me some percentage. You now see, if you buy a stolen property, you are an accomplice. Even ignorantly. A lot of people have bought automobiles in time past with their hard-earned money. In the end, they discover the vehicle is stolen. They lose greatly. Sometimes, most of them are tag accomplished. And Nigerians have been doing that to so many innocent people. Civil servant, I must tell you, poorly paid civil servant. And they are the one coming to champion corruption fighting. It's abomination unto the Lord. And he has no pleasure in them. Number 2. The game of blackmailing, as it is meant to keep us under spiritual handcuff. I have been a reverend actively 27 years. I've been an active reverend for 27 years. Not on a go anyway. Because I have been a reverend over 10 years and 7 months before I was ordained. It was like I was being used anyway. And people start saying, this man has been doing the job of a reverend for the past 10 years and 7 months. No, 10 years and 11 months. Why are you still calling him Brother George? There was commotion in my church. I was not there. And then they say they can't make me reverend except I have to go through the office of the deacon. And then, of course, we are indoctrinated. We are learned. I have to go through the academic studies. And so, the next month, I was ordained a deacon. And then in less than 1 year, in the next annual convention, I was ordained a reverend. Now, why am I bringing this thing up? As a pastor, as a man of God, the day you mess up with one of your church members, automatically you lose your spiritual authority over them. If you want to know pastors who are not in right standing, watch them before their congregation. Those who are close to them, you will know them. You see a pastor will call a sister. And Sister Rose, come here. Sister Rose will say, Pastor, leave me, Joe. Pastor, leave me, Joe. You have started again. I tell you, that pastor has soiled his hand. And when we walk in the midst of clergies, I can categorically tell you the one that is in right standing and the one that is not in right standing. I do not stand here to tell you I'm more righteous than any of them, because to all is own. You lose your spiritual authority over any member of your church that sees you soil your hand. And that is why today you will see 10 years later, some people will come and, oh, my pastor molested me before. He molested you 20 years ago. Why did you not say it today? And that is because you have been robbing that pastor. You have been taking advantage of that pastor because of his weakness. There was a case like that. A young lady came out shamelessly. When I was a youth, and it was 10 years ago, before I got married, my pastor molested me. And you didn't say it all this while because you're benefiting from the pastor's account. His money or dollars has been getting to you. And now when you don't have access to it again, you threatened him. And when he called you a bluff, you are not telling us. But of course, you are a pastor. Everybody is looking for how to tag you. When you see some people preach about pastor and condemn pastor, you think they are talking to the old pastor. There is a person they are targeting. They are mad people. But the pastor, in most cases, will lose his strength to talk. Why? It's a game of blackmail. Nobody in Biafra land, no politicians, only very few. Only very few. And in fact, they can't come up. Because they've all been indicted, and with that, they will blackmail them. Nigeria will just keep you quiet. You'll be shouting. If our leader from inception did not shift himself from Nigerian politics, by now they will rubbish him. And of course, they are waiting for the right time to do that anyway. And so, game of blackmail is an abomination. Nobody is a master of it. You didn't go to school. It's your sheer wickedness that is leading you. Our leader made a prophecy and said, a broadcast, and saying in the past next 2 months, things will happen in IPOB. An idiot are everywhere writing rubbish. Thunder will fire all of you. Nigerian mentality. With due respect, Deputy Maswichi Mefoshi resign. Then idiot are yapping there. So when he start now, they say, oh, that is what our leader say. Our leader is a prophet. You are idiot. Why don't you see good things happening in these 2 weeks? Don't you know that prophecy is not rigid? Only people who don't know the Bible, only people who don't know anything about religion, tell you prophet because it has been prophesied, and then it must happen. We are not that cheap. I keep telling you, not because I want to boast. So there are things I will want people to know. I am a scholar. In Lagos State for 2 years, 2011 to 2012, I respectfully charactered away the best Bible school student for those years. And so when you talk about prophecy, the moment you see the future, everything will change. The moment you see, you have a glimpse of the future, everything changes. And if God give a revelation, a vision, if prophecy comes forth, God is making you know about it because he wants you to intervene. Only when this very prophecy come 2 different times. The same prophecy coming 2 different times. Then the Bible says because God is determined to do this thing, there is nothing anybody can do about it. But until then, even that one, God is determined. It still can be altered because men know already. That is why God said to his prophet, yes, go and tell my son the king that he is going to die. Let him put his house in order. And the king having received the message, moved into his room, break down in repentance and cried unto God and say, remember what I have done. And please forgive me. I don't want to die yet. And instantly God prolonged his life. The prophecy of the man of God did not come true because somebody made a move. If you are genuine in your heart, if you are dreaming of the good of Biafra, you should be a watchman. You should be a Biafra watchman. You should be among the people who stand on the temple of the nation Biafra and pray that God will keep us from all evil. People like us don't start looking for where to drag trouble. Hey, our leader has said it. And you be at Zondia Raibini. And you be at Zondia Ra. How many were one way? Me no asonya hono. Ekanshi weriko. Genuine people, what they do is they say, God, this broadcast of our leader, which is coming in form of prophecy or revelation, any evil that is supposed to happen, Father, stop it. Father, don't let it. Change this testimony of bitterness, pain, and sorrow to that of victory. We eat from the fruit of our mouth. That is what true people do. Not you digging out, but I don't blame all of you. You didn't go to Aruchuku now, or peradventure you went to the fake one. So when people like us are talking, who drank and wine swimming with maggot are talking, just to make sure we don't betray this thing. You think I blame you? You don't know what you have done to yourself. Don't worry. Because all you are looking for, how to blackmail everybody. And then when you are succeeded in blackmailing everybody, who will you blackmail again? Like I said, there are 9 abominations I want us to look into. If the time does not permit us, we'll continue from there next time as much as we have that privilege. Number 3. The game of witch hunting, which enables them to keep you under surveillance, to ensure that you are undeveloped. The game of witch hunting. Nigerians are everywhere with hunting Biafrans. If any Biafran from diaspora comes in now to build company or industry in Biafra land, that is when you understand the power of witch hunting. We blame our people. You are bidding Lagos, you are bidding Abuja. But the truth is, anybody who will blame any of our people for doing that, you are not totally sincere and maybe you are ignorant. A lot of Nigerian policy are meant to witch hunt us. There is economic masculation affecting us as a people. You want to build company and industry in Biafra land that will make people to remain in the village and not run away? Nigeria will not agree. I visited a brother in Anambra State who owns a bakery. And he was lamenting and said that Chinese people have taken over baking industry in Anambra State. And despite the fact that Chinese people have taken over almost baking industry in Anambra State, I beg your pardon, now they are sending letter from Abuja to them to pay one loan, one bill, one this for to another. He told us the difference between his sales as of that year compared to the previous year. It's horrible. The only business they allow you to establish in Biafra land is hotel. Hotel. So our women can go there and rot. Our youth can go there and drug and drink. They witch hunt us everywhere. They witch hunt us everywhere. My first son, by the grace of God, wrote his WAEC and JAM at the age of 14, and he passed all of them. He went to school, they refused to give him admission. He stayed home for the next 1 year. He went back, they said they will not give him. But the reason is not because he's too small. Why can't we start a standard? How old was Mongo Park supposedly when he discovered the River Niger that our father had been living in those years? But of course, we have to speak big grammar. Nigeria will be the one to tell you, oh, there is one philosopher, there is one professor at the age of 13. But you have created an education system that will make all of us to be professor at the age of 97. If you don't look like Olun Shoyinka, you are not a good professor. This is witch hunting. This is not fairness. Nigerians continually witch hunt their citizens, their people, and in so doing witch hunting their future. This character should not be replicated in Biafra land. And then some people are there looking for how to witch hunt you. They are listening to your brokers now. Tomorrow they start, hey, he said that in there. He didn't say that one. Why are you a fault finder? Fault finder is a sin. There was a time I was praying, and God keeps saying something to me. Pray against the scourge of mouth. Pray against the scourge of mouth. It was something new to me. I have no idea. I brought out my Phoenix Dicks, started searching about everything concerning scourge of the mouth. And then I understand my ancestors knew about it already. We're so talo kanshi, oh talo. And I said, no. Because some people, when they use their mouth to finish you, it's not what they say that is the issue. It is the ability to lie that amuses all of us. That is why when they finish lying, call them out now and say, oh yeah, speak it. All of them also. Pew. Somebody recently accused me of stealing money. Let's look into the matter. And I say, no, he never reached. They are piling it up for me. Nonsense. But a clear conscience fears no accusation. He that is down fears no fall. Nigeria has spent her resources undermining herself without knowing. Today now, they are looking for her to patch. You can steal and steal and steal. If you do not have the human capacity to manage wealth, you will embezzle it. It's in your nature. Some section of Nigeria now are stealing everything stealable. Their mind is so when Nigeria, because Nigeria must divide. But their mind is when they divide, we will go as poor people. Then they have billions to build their city into Dubai. We will come and buy your land, don't worry. Those your plan. Your children will sell all those things to us. Don't worry. You seize the property of our parents. Today they built a city, community city, only community, the highest community city in the whole of Nigeria. These Kwashoko children did it. And you still haven't learned anyway. And then if you are a Biafra, you are behaving like Nigeria. You better get ready because you never know. One lunatic with sledgehammer and you will not escape it. Because the Biafra we bleed for. Biafra we long for. Biafra we fighting for. The Biafra you pay your money for. The Biafra you have sleepless night for cannot be like Nigeria. Can never compare to like Nigeria. Instead of it to be that way, we will scatter it. Biafra, I tell you, you lie. You have no idea what is coming to you. Believe me. I'll quickly take the number 4 and then we'll round it up. Maybe some other time we'll continue from the number 5. The game of isolation kill. Nigerians play a game of isolation and kill. They isolate you, they kill you. The moment you have issue with Nigeria, what they do is they isolate you, till everybody abandons you. Then they strike you. Dele Igiwa rose up to make all that generation understand the importance of free journalism, transparent journalism, investigative journalism, excellent report journalism. They took him to one corner and they killed him. And anybody who comes after him and say, they take them to corner and kill them. And then nobody is afraid, everybody is afraid to talk. This is what Nigerian does. Onehe was unjustly removed. He dare not even challenge Nigeria anywhere, according to their own law, because they will kill him. There was a time I have issue. As a contractor, somebody paid money into my account to handle a project for him. I never know the man is a Yahoo. But of course, I have ways of doing things myself, and God has always been helping me. Money was paid into account for that very project. And when the man came back, instead of him to pay me, he went to call police and said, I have stolen his money. About 18 million naira he has paid into the account. I have stolen it. I should give him his money and give account of the project. And of course, the only money given to me was 4 million naira for that project. And the man himself was owing for materials, building materials of almost 6 million. I was thinking he will complete the payment and then we'll reconcile account from there. Then I was doing accounting in Uniport. So those of you trying to track me, please, somewhere along the line, I went to Uniport. I also studied accounting. Economics. They are twisting their father. Nonsense. It was my final year exam. My last day exam. I called the police and said, this man is lying. Allow me to go. I have exam. They said, boy, you go nowhere. They detained me that day. The next morning, they brought the man. Already, since I have this pre-information, I've already collected statement of account. The account of that transaction. And I showed to the police. Of course, every morning there, the name of the people reflected. Reverend Father this, a senator this, governor this, company this. And so he would not have paid money in the name of a reverend father or one senator or one political man. He would have gone to them. We will go to them for verification. But the one he paid in, his name clearly appeared there, which are amounting to about maybe 4,200,000. And the police say, but the money you are claiming from this man is not in this statement of account. The man said, no, I used to put in another account. Police now say, hey, where is your other account? I told the police, I didn't give you this account. He brought the account he was paying in his money. Please tell him to still bring that account. That is when church closed. And I told the police, I told you at inception that this man will run. I will hold you responsible. And they asked the man. The man said, okay, I will go and get it. You will see. That is how the man ran away. He has not come to Nigeria again. And I'm waiting for him. Maybe he's listening to this broadcast because Thunder will fire him. I petitioned the police. Let me give you the name so you know we don't lie. Elimbu Police Station, Atali in River State then. And when I made the petition, the people start coming to my house to beg me. Because I was hell-bent to get justice. I know what they made me lose. Until they send one of my town man. The same way they are sending my town people to attack me now. Because I say I'm a normal man. Thunder will fire all of you. That's naked in the marketplace. We are keeping record for you in the Ara. They send one Abo man to my house. He's also a police. But though he came politely and said, my brother, this is our plan. Oh. I cannot allow this kind of thing to happen to you. Then I ignore. They say if you don't withdraw the petition, we can come your house now and plant gun and set you up. We can come your house now and even kill you. I am begging you. I don't want to get involved in something like that. Please withdraw the case. He came to me as a brother, and I understand, and I withdraw the case. This is how they function. This is how they function. They isolate you, push you in one corner, and then they kill you. Nobody will know. Is that how Biafra will be? God forbid. Now, we must begin to understand that there are a lot of things happening in Nigeria that has led us here in the first place. We don't want to be part of it. We don't want to, even the name, we don't want it to be mentioned anywhere we are. And so this is the time we begin to check how far we have gone, where we are coming from, prepare for where we are going to, and understand that the next generation are keeping record of what we are doing. The world is watching. They understand our position. And believe me, they will do the right thing when they want to. Let's not let anybody deceive us. We have sang many times in conclusion that no election again, no election again. Are you preparing to vote another election again? And in the morning you tell me I Biafra. In the evening now you are trying to vote so you gather momentum. Guy, they will think we are unstable people. And when you are unstable, you are cursed. They will mock at us. And as such, nobody should be allowed to spoil the image or the name of Biafra. This is all we have. And I'll give you that song so you remember what I'm saying. And I'll be back in a minute.
After the election, they will turn against us. They will start killing us, so I want to let them know that the sun has risen again, and no man can bring us down. We want our freedom.
Let's recall the past election done. No fulfillment of promises, man.
What is a gallant fit one? Make a man a run. Man a gas start got mother. Look at them, look at them, I got to cheat another. Yeah, look at them, I intimidating. Our mothers suffer after voting, and youth suffer unemployment after this whole thing. Power failure and disappointment from these roads answering to politicians. Yeah, just tell me why we're voting, brother. Just tell me some promise. When they're into power, yeah. And so their friends we say no. I don't want no deception.
From Calabari to the end of Ishikiri, we will vote for nobody till we get to the promise.
Exclusive from Biafra's Got Talent.
Our lives are in danger. Yeah. The more we vote them, the more they kill us. We're asking for our right. Yes, it is a freedom fight. Okay, roller, we know they play. No Biafra, no election.
No election.
election in our land. Biafra is all we need. Our vote do not count. Politicians are chameleon. We are too loaded to surrender. Oh, hey, Biafra in my mind for a million years now. I see no reason. But we should vote them in. When it's time for election, politicians are liars and are full of deceit. No food, no clothes, no shelter, no job. Our talent has been buried and our salary stop it. Let it be known to the British, Nigeria and the world as a whole that we the Biafrans are set to go. This time around, we not leaving not even one soul, so pay attention.
Yeah, but in the game, the nation dress me the same. No nation in different land, not the Biafra comes. We are not one nation with them, Biafra we stand firm. No nation in different land, not the
Yes, of course, we sang this song some time ago, and as we speak, some people have just forgotten. They are still saying, oh, election. May the Lord be with all of you. May He open your eyes so you understand what is at stake, and then probably receive grace to be able to coordinate yourself. Of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614 is our direct line. Yes, a caller on the line. I lost that caller. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Hey. Hello, my great George Onyibe.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My brother.
My name is Mazi Obiokwe Ejike. I'm calling from the land of India. I come from Eziago in Enugu State in Biafra land. Mazi, I thank you so much. I'm enjoying your topic, and I will start from making a little announcement. Please, George Oyibe, permit me.
Go ahead.
Thank you. We IPOB in Navy Mumbai, we are having our meeting today by 4 p.m. today in Navy Mumbai. Please, anybody in India, please, you can call our coordinator, Mazi Humphrey Cheda Denze. Mazi, permit me, let me call the number. The number of Mazi Humphrey Cheda Denze is +918454088451. Or you can call our national Indian coordinator, Mazi Igwebike, +917709929339. Please, anybody in India, once you are an IPOB from Idoma, Ishekiri, or in lower land, upper land, please, you can call this number. And Mazi, please, I want to say something regarding of yesterday, our great deputy broadcast. You know, some people, they are deaf and they like to listen to rumor. And anybody that likes to listen to rumor goes by rumor. Mazi, and then I want to anchor something according to our northern rep in United States, Mazi Obide Obienu. The man is a great man, and I told people, you know, the best people on earth is Republicans. Biafrans are Republicans in nature. We allow everybody to air their view. That is why we open this platform by our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, some people, once our leader said their plan is coming this year, and this year we are going home, everybody were so hasty, so interesting to know when the date and every other thing. But you're not in IPOB family. But you want to know what is happening inside IPOB family. Is that not crazy? Mazi, is that not crazy? Gossipers everywhere. Enter IPOB family, you will not. But you want to know what is happening inside IPOB. Spies everywhere. But we told them, all of them, they must fall into pits. All those people that planning the downfall of IPOB, they must fall into pit. Mazi, this year is our year. We are coming home. I'm tired of staying in another man's land, running for no reason. Be afraid of if we had police now, everybody would be scared. In this Indian we are. But Mazi, I thank our leader and I will thank our deputy leader. They will live long. And you too, Mazi. I thank you so much. I thank all our radio presenters from Ike Peters, you, George Onyibe, Mazi Chidela, Mazi, how many will I mention? I thank you all. I don't know where I will start to be thanking all of you. I thank you. May Chukwuka bless and protect you. In the name of Yahweh Yeshua, I pray.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Good morning, my Lord.
Good morning from here, Ginika.
Good morning. My name is Ginika. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. May Chukwuka bless you and bless our leader, Mazinam Dekano. And our deputy GMF and all the IPOB hardcores who are working very hard for the restoration of Biafra. May Chukwuka bless everyone. I want to thank you for the good job we are doing for Biafra. They are here in Biafra land helping us, encouraging all of us to stand firm. Especially this time that every swamp is going on, but we shall continue. I was calling Mazichim before the broadcast to ask one question. That question may look simple, but I just want to know what will we do to stop or to those churches that are still in Biafra land and they are still doing fasting and praying for Nigeria. What shall we do to them? I don't know. Is it to go and preach to them in their church? I just want to know what we will do to these people. Because many times I became angry. But in this time around, people are still fasting and praying for Nigeria. I still prolonging these evil days, and I don't know. Is that people not Biafras? Why are they still here? If they are for Nigeria, why are they not going to live in the Sambisa forest where their people are in the north? I don't understand that. That's my question. That's what I want.
My sister, if I would like to ask you the same question. We are the people who are desperate of freedom. Am I correct?
Yes.
And if those who love their Nigerian can pray so that our freedom will not come, what are we supposed to do?
We pray that
every genuine Biafran today is supposed to pray more than every Yoruba pastor. Every genuine Biafran today who is a Muslim is supposed to be a Biafran haram by now, if we are sincere to ourselves. This is a free world. They believe in surviving by feeding from our misery. We have a choice to make. I don't blame anybody. That is what they believe in. It's just a matter of principle of virus versus the host. One has to die and give chance for the other. And of course, the stronger people rules. Chinese feel they are stronger, they will take over your land. American feel they are stronger, they take over your land. London feel they are stronger, British, they take over your land. France feel they are stronger. They are robbing Africa, not because we've done anything wrong, but because they think it is a superior, it is okay for a stronger to conquer the rest. But then believe me, wakanka. Wamanka. This is the time we have to do what we ought to do that they have no idea of. And then they will understand that. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I want to believe, of course, like Mazimefo said, on Friday, still try. Friday morning, you may be able to have our leader and he's going to answer that question. You can be rest assured about that. Thank you very much, Ada. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm there. Good morning, Judge Onyibe. This is Ogogo from London.
Go ahead, God is faithful.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. I don't want to say much thing. I just want to remind Biafrans that Biafrans are a different section of people. You know, we have different departments in Biafra land. There are some people who are problem finder. You know, they always dig to make sure they got issues from you. And there are other ones who don't care. Everything they see that is how life goes. George Onyibe, you know. Once a country wants to divide, everybody have to be his own journalist now. All you Nigerians, make sure you are journalists. Don't allow Fulani people to start looting our resources, because everything, we're going to share everything equal to everybody. Everything you see Fulani people take, make sure you write it down. He take it, this is where he put it, this is who take it. Because within a short time, they start looting. Within a short time, they start looting and looting and looting. They know Nigeria is going to divide, but what they're going to do is they want to enrich themselves, even though understand this economic structure Biafra is going to pursue. So that's all I want to say. Everybody must be his own journalist. Make sure you watch and make sure Nigerians didn't loot the resources we have now. So that's all I want to say. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Shalom.
Shalom. Go ahead, please.
Email, sir. Thank you very much for what you are doing. My name is Martin Dubeze. They're calling from Aba. This morning, the saboteurs and those that are still praying, according to our sister that just finished speaking to us, they are not our problem. Our problem is to unite those that believe in this freedom. Let us believe with our heart. Even if we are 100 in the midst of, we are going to restore our land. The one that is paining me is the one that are still going to answer the same, but they are not doing what others are doing. That is the ones that are paining me. That's why today I'm here as a person telling them everybody should be serious. Because when you want to defeat your enemy, you must use every arms within you to disarm your enemy. Without disarming your enemy are still going to be penetrating, talking, because they specialize in talking. They will never do anything. But when the time will come, they say that IPOB talks all this, but very soon IPOB are going to do something. They will see it and they will marvel. They even run, they will not have legs to run, because the time is nearly. So I'm encouraging all those that have joined IPOB that they shouldn't lose hope based on the abuse they are getting from the fools. But because if somebody is inside the water, trying to be drawn inside the water, the person will never know that this water is going to swallow him or her up until he finds himself deep down the sea before he will know. That is how all of them are going to regret. I'm encouraging us to be strong. Stop thinking or listening to the people that are marked for death, for demolition. If any house is marked for demolition, when you see the house, you pity for the house, but the house will never know that it is marked for demolition. That is how they are. All of them are marked for total destruction, but they have not known. Until when the earth will be upon their head, they will know. And at that time, it will be very, very late. So let us continue to do whatever we can do to move on. That is my encouragement this morning. My name is Martin Dubeze. I'm calling from Aba. And I heard from now on, I will keep to my people. Anywhere you are, go and join IPOB, because the time has come when every man will defend his own household. We are going to defend our own household. If you have not joined IPOB, wake up and join IPOB, because it is you that is going to defend your house. No anybody from Imo is coming to Nara to defend Nara. No anybody from different part of Biafra land is coming. Each and every one of us. That's why it is important. If you can be able to encourage your people to join, when you are going to join defending yourself, you are going to be in a very much good number. There will be much strength to defend yourself. But when you allow your people to be struggling back, when it is Because it's time for you to defend your village. Only you cannot defend your village. That's why we need each other to hold ourselves hand to hand to defend the Biafra land and every other part of the world that our properties are. Thank you very much, Onyibe, for what you are doing for us.
Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. Onyibe.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, one name, Madam, can I greet you? Udo chiko kitabia magadere gano bosita wo shabata onya obosi ken onye nwan Maazị George Onyibe onwe ihe ga-eme gị onye ọbụla asị na ihe ga-eme gị ihe ga-ebu ụzọ mee ya n'ihi na ihe kwere bụ egbe bere ugo bere nke si be ebe na nkuga akwa ya anyị nọ ọkwụrụ mịara nwunye di m ọ bụrụ na nwunye di m nke ya mịa ya sị na nke m agaghị amị nke ya ga-akpọnwụ so onwe gị ihe ga-eme gị onye ọbụla nke na-agbara gị mgbe okpuru na-agbara gị mgba nzuzo Maazị Onyibe onwe gị ọ ga-alaghachiri ya n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ama.
Of course, as always, Zoo Epileptic Network, but we continue. Call on the line.
Hello, the Lion of Biafra land. Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jane Nwachuku. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. Actually, I don't have much to say this morning, but I just want to greet you and greet you and greet you again and greet the thing that is helping you to do the great work you are doing. Actually, my dear, I'm not so much bothered about the Nigerian behavior because I know they are born and destined to fail and they are doing the bidding of their master, which is the devil. The one that beats my imagination is the one I find within our family members. Because in a situation whereby somebody may target some group of people, some selected group of people, and that person have sworn that I will make sure that these people must be pulled down. It will go on and be concocting all manner of lies and be using it to be circulating everywhere against those people to make sure that you pull them down. To the extent that a family member, somebody I drink the same water with, eat the same food with, sing the same song with, will be going as far as even digging the profile of your fellow family members to know how they sleep with their wives or their husbands. Somebody's business that is not your own business, you see dabble into it and do the profile of it and tag it with something else, IPOB matter, so that that person will be seen as a saboteur or as a wayo person or as somebody that embezzles this or that. You want to get the details of even how somebody sleeps in his or her house. My brother, I don't know, but my only courage and my only strength is that when I hear from people like you and our leader himself and the deputy and many other good leaders of IPOB, because it's a thing of spirit. If I was not convinced and led in the spirit to follow this, I would have not done so. If it's only human being that convinced me, maybe I would have withdrawn back because of what I've been saying right from the inception of the time that I was called on this duty. But I know the Lord is our strength. So let them continue blackmailing. Let them continue blackmailing and looking for how to indict one person or the other. So the extent that if they call you on phone now, they will be trying asking you one question to know whether they can get you trapped in one way or the other. Do you know that even last time somebody called me on phone and was asking me of receipt and later told me that he go to Abuja to buy that, he was told that somebody is printing our receipt in Abuja and is bringing to them. I told the person I don't have the idea and I don't know about that. So if you people are printing it anywhere and buying, that one is not my concern because I don't know about it. So there's nothing they will not bring out to ask you to know whether there's a way they will use to catch you and go and tell their masters this is what you said. What I know is that so far somebody's hand is clean. And you know that you did not even think of the allegations they're putting on your head. You did not even think of it. How much more doing it? I know the end will justify the means. When they do all the things they're doing, also, you will not have the mind. Unless if the true God is not in heaven again, then the righteous one will be ashamed. So just keep on keeping on, my dear. Keep on doing your good work as others, the good ones with good conscience, are still doing their work. I know it will soon end, because when it wants to end, that's the time that is much harder and harder. And they say that at the end of every tunnel, there must be a light. And when the day wants to break, that's the time we have the darkest moment of the night. Stay blessed, my dear. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, Mazi Aslem.
Hello, good morning, Mazi. Onyibe.
Good morning from here.
Good morning, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Anselm Onyibe. I'm from Abatete in Amambra province of Biafra land. I'm calling from South Africa. I have two things to say, but at first, the things I will say first will be only in parables before I elaborate on what you spoke about hotels in Biafra land. It really touches me. So to start with, I want to say that what goes around comes around. Whatever you are planning against somebody, you must be rest assured in this our quest to restore Biafra that one day that same thing you're planning for someone, if it didn't meet you directly, it will meet you indirectly. That is what I want to say in that part. So whatever we are doing in our struggle, make sure that wherever you are, in any department you find yourself, that you remain an honest and truthful person at all times, because like our leader rightful used to say, that only the truth will set us free. So if you are in this struggle and your duty is to lie and lie and lie, that lie cannot sustain you forever. You will be rest assured that one day it will come in an open place. Coming to our Biafran land, what is happening there? One of my brother told me that he bought a land and he wanted to build a hotel there in our place. And I asked him, who are you building the hotels for? You don't see any other developmental project you will bring in our land. You want to come and build a hotel. I said, well, it's not a problem, but be rest assured that one of your sister will be found there. And that is the people you are building the hotels for. So our people should think, no matter how difficult it is to do other things, you must reason properly and know that you should not be part of what is happening to you. And forthwith, our people should always make use of our mind, because when they say reason, our people don't understand this, because we don't identify good and evil anymore. That is the thing. Our conscience has been sold. So the things that we are setting now is only the bad ones. The good ones, we no longer regard it as anything, because those who do good, they always not sin. The majority are evil, so they always carry the vote. You see, even the minority has become majority in the life we are living today. So it's just a little bit of advice I have for our people. May we remain focused and never ever allow anything to stop you from whatever you are doing in the quest for Biafra. As long as it is God who ordained this project, whoever that is evil amongst us will be removed at the right time, and whoever that is planning that this Biafra we are looking for will become like Nigeria when it comes, that will never happen, because God will not allow it. If it is the reason for us to come out of Nigeria, I know He will not sign such type of thing. I thank you all. I thank our leaders, and may God bless each and every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. The truth cannot be overemphasized. We must watch what Nigeria is doing and make sure it does not replicate itself in Biafra land. Caller on the line, are you there?
Good morning. Onyibe.
Good morning.
One mother.
We thank God He's helping us.
I'm sorry I've been missing you, my brother Onyibe. I feel for you. Even when you lost somebody, I feel for you. At times my gadgets will not work, at times this and that. But I thank God for your life. You are the strong man in Biafra land, one man squad, my brother. I want to use this opportunity to thank you, thank God for Almighty, for keeping you. You will live long. No, any person looking for a downfall must fall from the pit, must fall into the pit from the highest place. I want to use this opportunity as well to thank our God for our dear leader, Martin Namde Carlo, and Ozuzuwan, the commander-in-chief of the whole Biafra armed forces all over the world, the director of Radio Biafra and Television, the leader of IPOD. IPOD is Namde Kano is IPOD. Also, for our deputy, the tested man and trusted. Well, all the whole world have seen it, that the IPOB leadership is one and it is united. Any person that is pointing hands to IPOB is digging his grave. Nigeria must fall. It has been written, Nigeria must fall. And any person talking about Nigeria or Abuja or about politics or about the 2023 or any election is evil. And if he or she, his generation must be like Nigeria. Nigeria must fall. All IPOB working assiduously for the restoration of sovereign state of Biafra. God Almighty will, Father, Chukwuka Abiyama will be with you and your family. We will see Biafra. My name is Unyema Uche Chukwu Umaja. I am from Umeza Lord, Ojongwe, Okwele, in Okigwe province, Biafran land. And I want to use this opportunity to thank our coordinator. Coordinator 1, Unit 1 to Unit 2, Okwele, Abuja, by this in Okechukwu Okwebelem, and our women leader, our treasurer, Happiness. These people are working strongly, and I want to use this opportunity also to tell people around Okwele, Okigwe province, in Biafran land, which Onyibe is the senatorial coordinator, working assiduously. There will be an inauguration of a meeting at Okwele by 30th of this very month. If you have not joined IPOB, I've joined IPOB. IPOB is Biafra is the only place we have our hope for our children, and even to the next 3 trillion years. I'm a Biafran. I am proud Biafran, and also I am a veteran. I fought the war. I tested the war, and I saw it. My blood, as long as my blood have tested this land, if you see me, you know. My blood has tested this land, and Biafra must come. For that reason, what's going to be, going to be. Our dear leader, Martin Namde Kano, is our prophet of the day. God took Abiyama, gave him to us. We must listen to him. And also, we must believe that many are called, but few are chosen. Our sister who has just said something about our churches, or the pastors, or the reverends who are praying for Nigeria. If you are praying for Nigeria, that means you are a Nigerian. I am not a Nigerian. Our sister who has just said this morning is not a Nigerian, he's a Biafran. If you know that you're a Nigerian, pack your load and go. Biafra must come. Whether you are there or not there, Biafra must surely come. And it is already. And this is going to be an information to the whole world now and the Biafran in general that as long as we are fighting for our survival, the people are not sleeping. The wicked ones are not sleeping. Our saboteurs are not sleeping. They are working hard to make sure that they truncate it, but they cannot. This is a spiritual something made by God. Chukwuka Abiyama. The Chukwuka Abiyama who led us to the war to challenge without even 300 rifles and kept it up to today. It's also that Chukwuka Abiyama never changed. He is still with us. That is why he sent Namde Kano, our dear leader Namde Kano, the commander-in-chief of the whole Biafra armed forces, to lead this operation, and we were sustained. So again, the time bomb is ticking. They will strike also. So let you and me don't sleep. Sleep in the daytime and keep your eyes open in the night. They will strike. People must die. And we pray that people who will die we are sorry. No matter who dies, Biafra must come. And God only, it's only God who is going to say, those people who are those people should please don't be offended or don't be so surprised if it affects you. But keep watching. I want to thank God also for the leadership of IPOB worldwide, and the followers and every other person. If I don't call your name, you are not forgotten. The leadership, the legal team also is remembered. Our commander of the veterans, General J.C. Okwije, we remember you for that seriously working. You're working, and Biafra also the SMC of the IPOB veteran family. I also remember you. I support you. I also, and if you have not joined the meeting of IPOB veteran family, which I serve as the national MP, please do. Because at last you are your child, your child or your grandchild will ask you, were you there? What did you do during the time of struggle? During the time we were fighting for our survival. The restoration of sovereign state of Biafra is very close and must happen one day. We will sleep in Nigeria and wake up as our dear leader have prophesied in Biafra land. George Onyibe, I'm sorry. I want to thank you again. Thank God for keeping you because you have been lecturing us. All these lectures, I remind you again, they all will be try to make sure that they are documented for the next generation, 2 to 3 generations to come and above. I have a lot of things to encourage our people. And every person who have not joined.
Quite unfortunate I lost that call, but then we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here, Master George Onyibe.
Go ahead.
I call back. I remain unstoppable CB. Unstoppable is indigenous of Idimaba. Idimaba Minano Chukwano Queen Biafra land. As I'm a member of Shabbat Allah Biafra, we are right now in Igwekala, in Ano Chuku, with a boy state, a boy North Senatorial. They are here to take the oath. We are here to do the needful. So we are here to take commend them on the oath. My brother, may Chuko Kikabiama keep on strengthening you. So I am here live and direct with a Boy State North women coordinator. I would like him to speak with you.
Pastor Shalom, sir.
Shalom, go ahead.
Daddy, Chukwu Jason boy, not woman leader. And I'm afraid Chukwu Kikabiama goes again. I didn't hear Meggy Hoban and Diro na plan Nisgi Gabor and Hala naturally has. My able Bojani Nane because not all Madekana, I didn't go watch. And then watching a carbon I got not parent or dinky. I need job Obiota na Kota with Bija. Anna make an again. I'm not sure Chuko Kabia, my bagum, my Bakwama, and I'm Dokukalo. Only make Kaimara and Kebezo no one. And I second Aketa and I know when Igwe Kala. Igwe Kala be here, Mazin Namdo Kukalo Zirani, Osai me, Makosani has to soon me, mania. So
what are you people doing in Igwekala?
I very may hear Mazi Saime since I never know and about you may I take
oath, right? You went there to take oath.
Yes, sir.
Why was people like me sent to another Arochukwu? Because they didn't send me to Igwekala. When I went to Aruchuku, nothing like Igwekala. So why are they changing it now? Who is changing it? Who is changing it now to Igwekala? And by the way, who even gave you people the directive to go to Igwekala? This is issue you should not have come up with. People like us who were not sent to Igwekala. We were sent to another destination. So do we now have 2 Aruchuku? And then who is deceiving who here?
No.
And that is exactly what I told you. There are things people do. They think they can run away from it. They are not going anywhere. Honestly. We cannot replicate the same character that manifests inside Nigeria in Biafra land. It will spell doom for all of us. Honestly, in their innocence, they are taking oath in Igwekala. But some of us were not, we did it. There was nothing like Igwekala when we took oath. Who is switching it then now? Now you know why we have saboteurs breeding everywhere. And at the end of the day, somebody thinks he can deceive God. Nobody fight with the Creator. He knows the heart of everybody. And that is why when you call me, don't say certain things. If I have to respond, I'll respond to you. But we must not replicate those things. You should not have even told me you went for oath taking. That is not where I went to. Okay, is it because I talk about oath taking at the initial stage and then somebody have to make a call and say you are an Igwe Kala? Guy, I went to 3 oaths, not Igwe Kala. And I was led there by trusted principal men. We should not have double standard. We understand how Nigerians function. We cannot be like that. It is truth that brought us here. And this truth must lead us home. Just exactly what I'm saying. And then they have another holy people. And then you're expecting one Biafra. The person is dreaming. After everything we suffer in Nigeria, we now come back to Biafra land and see it. We have one lifetime. But believe me, we know how it will end. We understand why we are here. We will do our job to the end. Men can always try. But you will understand there is a God that sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. Who the hell gave that order? Is it Ikechukwu Gwoha? Who the hell gave that instruction? Because nobody obeys order. Everybody is a chairman inside this same Biafra Kwano. Our people must be guided. Of course, unstable, I will not continue with that call with you people. Of course, we must continue inching closer to the end of this program. Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
George Onyibe.
Good morning from here.
Ana m asị Chukwu okike abịa ma gọzie gị n'ụbọchị nke taata bụ nkwọ. Udo Chukwu okike abịa ma dịrị gị n'ụbọchị nke taata bụ nkwọ. Afa m bụ Maazị Chinwanya Ehirodo Ọchụụlọ. Esi m Obingwa, mgbakọ Obingwa. Wee bịa bikọrọ m na Anambra steeti ebe m na-achọrọ ife mana ụmụ m ga-eri. Anọkwara m na Nnọọhịa unit 1. N'ụtụtụ ụbọchị nke taata bụ nkwọ ka ndị Nnọọhịa unit 1, ndị nne na ndị nna Sumani buru ekere n'ụkpa wee bujere awalide awụ Maazị Nnamdi Ukwu Kanu. Otu aka ka ndị youth na ndị memba niile na Nnọọhịa unit 1 mburu ekene buchere George Onyibe na Uche Okafọ before n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị na-anụ olu gị ụtụtụ ọwụna, anyị na-anụ olu gị na mgbede ọwụna. Anyị na-asụ Chukwu okike abịa ma gọzie oge n'ụbọchị nke taa. Papa nke eluigwe, anyị nọ n'ọba aka nsọ gị n'ụbọchị nke taata bụ Shabbat. Papa nke eluigwe, anyị na-asị Papa nke eluigwe nọnyere Uche Okafọ mefọ, nọnyere Maazị Onyibe, nọnyekwara onye isi anyị wụ Nnamdi Ukwu Kanu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị na-anụ mkpọtụ. Papa nke eluigwe sị ma anyị sọpọtụ awa leader. Ebe m nwa na-etinye ọkpa na nke ọtụtụ awụ ebe awa sista si Enugu kpọọ maka ndị na-eme fasting maka Nigeria. Papa nke eluigwe efugono ka ụbọchị sede. Anyị na-asị onye ọbụla na-asọpọtụ Nigeria, ezinụlọ ya dịka Nigeria, generation ya dịka Nigeria, ọpụpụ na mbata ya dịka Nigeria. Ihe ọbụla onye ọbụla metara n'ụwa ọ ya eji isi ya buru ya wee na-aga ọkwọ n'ụtụtụ tata bụ nkwọ. Na-asị ụbọchị nkwọ ya dịrị anya na mma. Anyị gbuo n'ihu anyị ebute mma, anyị gbuo n'azụ anyị ebute mma, anyị gbuo n'aka nne anyị ebute mma, anyị gbuo n'aka ekpe anyị ebute mma. Biafra ka anyị na-achụ, achụ Biafra ka anyị kwụ n'ime ya. N'ala Biafra ka anyị nọ, enweghị ihe onye wepụrụ ime anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa anyị na-ekwu. Papa nke eluigwe bịa nọgide anyị n'ihu na azụ ma ọpụpụ na mbata anyị n'aha ya wee chụọ ma chịa.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand a nation or a throne that is set up in righteousness will last for all generations. But a kingdom that is built on deceit is only Nigeria. Nigeria is a disease. It's a poison to everybody inside it. And this is one truth all of us know already. We cannot promote it. Honestly. We must make sure that abomination coming from Nigeria is not replicated in Biafra land. Or else, even in Biafra land, people will begin to desire for Nigeria. And as a homogeneous society as we are, let him get ready how he's going to cut it. There is more beneath that the eye can see. This is the time we protect the interest of every Biafran. This is the time we truly redefine our position and our stature as individuals in particular, and then collectively in general as a people. Call and WhatsApp, are you still there? Call and WhatsApp.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning from you. Go ahead, please. Of course.
You from Aba. But I want to ask, I say my school. Coordinator, our leader. Hello?
Go ahead, the word is listening.
Hello, sir.
Go ahead, the word is listening.
Sir, there's a question I want to ask, sir. This struggle we are in now, am I working for my coordinator? Am I working for our leader? Or am I working for my generation to come? That's what I want to ask, sir.
You are working for the next generation. We are working for the next generation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, if that is all you have to say. But of course, like I said, we are inching closer to the end of this program. This same generation we are fighting for. We took oath. May Chukwu Kikabiama wipe me and my generation. And thunder will fire you when you did not give your own son and daughter that oath. Chukwu Kikabiama will wipe them away. The cost we put on our children to protect Biafra, we kill you and your children before that Biafra come. When you see people who are misbehaving, they will say, we are under oath, we are under oath. That is the oath they go and take to. After they have taken us to where we will take oath. Drink pan wine with maggot. Idiots are there coming to deceive their father. And after you tell me about Nigeria, who the heck is making that rules? On the expense of our life, are you God? Caller on the line. WhatsApp, are you there?
Yeah, good morning, Mazi Onyibe, Mazi Obino.
Go ahead, please, my brother.
Yeah, Mazi, there are two types of the prayer for the Zoom. The one to let us go. If you want to pray that one, pray. But if you pray for the good of Nigeria, for the Biafra, millionaire no got money because I heard them the reason since after war. We are praying for one Nigeria. We are praying for the pray for Nigeria. Nimen Sobu. Pray for Nigeria. Nimen Sobu. We like we come after war. What the hell is it? We like pray from pray Nigeria for bribery and corruption. Cambodia. If you say it be worse. I'm going to change the topic now. The only thing I will keep now, which is Kenya, all the only prayer we keep Nigeria. Leave us alone. God leave Nigeria to let them be. Let us be. Only what you want to keep praying. I want to do my announcement. Tomorrow, I will be in Nankala. Tomorrow, we want to go and open the new zone there in Nampula province, district Nankala. We want to go there tomorrow. We want to help them, but people that live in Nankala, the zonal coordinator, the new zonal coordinator Nankala now, the number to you to call so that you can join watch the inauguration tomorrow. The number, the Mazi Ephraim, the number is 8163 4570. Mazi Ephraim, the new zonal coordinator in Nakala. 861634570. Only person that is living in Nakala, living in Angosh, living in Namialo, living in Nakala Porto, Nakala Velha, all these people that are living in Monapo, we people supposed to join this new zone there because it's close to you people. Instead of to come to Nampula province, it's better you people to be there and join this hand. Make sure that Biafra come. Your money can save one person. Your money can buy one bullet. Your money can contribute for anything for the betterment of this Biafra we are looking for. We are a Biafra. You need the Biafra, but you're supposed to do something. Not that you live in your house. You need the Biafra. Biafra cannot come. Biafra need their support. Anything that you can do to make sure Biafra come. My brother, my sisters, it's their time to come together and join what we are doing and contribute their money and their opinion. Opinion matter. Opinion is better. Opinion the contribution. Anything that you can do. So prayer, any place, anyone that you can do to make sure that the Biafra come. Please come and under IPOB and join what we are doing. Tomorrow the announcement. If you want to go there tomorrow, call this number. Is the man that the zonal coordinator, new zonal coordinator there and well, Mazi Ephraim. Please do as we tell you. Biafra will come and walk the courier. Mazi Obiani, because he has given my man here. Biafra will come. We also here in Nampula province. We will start again because of the coronavirus. We shut down since that day. Our meeting will come on first Sunday of the coming month, September. Please, people that know where we do our meeting, if you don't know there, if you want to join us, because a lot of people want to join us because of this coronavirus, other people are just say that you want to join us because we are stopping our meeting since long time ago. But now we want to start again in our meeting here in Nampula province. If you want to come, if you don't know the place that you want to do our meeting, please contact my own number.
Thank you very much.
82-89-510-52 or 82 or 84-29-450-450-66. Please, Mazo below. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Of course, this is where I draw the curtain for this morning's segment. What can we say? Prepare your heart. Because the Biafra will fought for is a bride. It should be something our children will be proud of us, not an extension of one Nigeria. And that is why this morning I have to remind every one of us to understand that the abomination of Nigeria should not and cannot be replicated in Biafra land. Nothing like that. And of course, I sign off from here. I remain Judge Onyibe. And I say, may God be with all of us. And at the same time, may He sweep over the enemies of Biafra. Ndewonu. Ndewonu.
Sweep over my soul. Sweep over my soul. Those in life get through. Jaja, sweep over my soul. Bring it back. Sweep over my soul. Sweep over my soul. Every